this is joy, this is bliss, this is sad, this is happy, this is love, this is compassion. But do we really know that there are lots of emotions that we know nothing about? Just because we don't have label for it yet doesn't mean they don't exist. Your emotion, your feeling, also sentient being, they're also you. Imagine that you have many partners that works together with you inside of this physical body. How many soulmates that you are blessed with to experience all divine creation that you call physical human body. What a blessing to live together with these sentient beings exist within you. In this episode, we're going to know more about them, because in order to transcend something, you need to understand that, because transcendence is seeing through experiencing. And I guess they're gonna feel appreciated, seen, heard, and felt by you. So get ready and prepare your humble heart to get to know your feelings and emotions. Hello beautiful soul, welcome back on this channel with me, Cindyaco. On this channel, we're gonna dive into the depth of your soul, of yourselves, of your multidimensionality. On this channel, we talk about consciousness, vibration, energy, alignment, and all that is connected with soul, higher selves, and all that beyond physical dimension. You can also listen to the podcast version in Spotify and Apple Podcasts. This channel is divine tunnel for you to tune into your greater self, to tune into the greater state of you. Today's episode, we're gonna swim into the depth of your inner world through feelings and emotions. How to deal with feelings, emotions, what's divine essence behind everything that you feel, everything that you express through your emotion, and how to consciously living as a human being with so much emotions going on inside us. And if that is divine tool to our greater state of consciousness, then what to do, how to nourish, alchemize it, or cultivate that divine tool as the sacred partner for your sacred alignment path. We all know that our core, what we really are, is spiritual being experiencing human being through this incarnation. As human being, a lot of things that we need to learn, and we naturally evolve in time from physical, emotional, mental aspect, how we communicate, how we interact with others, how we radiate our energy, how we take care of our hearts, how we radiate it, especially about something that is invisible, intangible, immeasurable. Although we can't see, hear, measure, they all exist all together with us here as divine partners that works together on this physical dimension that you call self. First of all, I'm gonna start with what is feeling and what is emotion. As human with evolved brain that has developed its ability to make judgment, to create expectation, and at the same time it produces energy, it produces emotion, it produces that will become feeling and multiples into another version of expression of energy. Human is the first creation that has developed the ability to know thyself, how we produce emotions, judgment, expectation all together at the same time. Yeah, that's how complex we are as human beings. That's why we always looking for simplicity. We always looking for something that we easy to understand, we easy to comprehend. We feel related to accept. We feel comfort to be around, safe space, because we already deal with the complexity inside us that is invisible, intangible, unspoken, That's the important to keep improving yourself, because you are naturally growing. Your core and your cells, your multidimensional cells, is naturally evolve and grow from time to time. Remember that everything's fractals in the universe. You can imagine yourself as a gadget. For a reminder that your gadget is also sentient being in its own realm. Just because it doesn't look like sentient being doesn't mean they aren't exist. Because everything that is experiencing this physical dimension is also sentient being. They also have their own awareness, consciousness. For example, how AI, artificial intelligence, can evolve from time to time as the evolution of technology. Evolution is the core essence of all of us. It's a constant changing, divine circulation that will keep circulating from darkness to light, from everything to nothing, and then going on and on and on and on and on in a cycle. Remember the spiral. That's a glimpse of the finite complexity that we deal with inside. Remember that you are never really alone, because all the universe exists within you. The energy of your heart is so powerful, beyond gadget, beyond location, beyond everything. Just like every time I share joy, happiness, this peace, this love, this energy, divine energy to you through this camera that you see right now as video or podcast, you receive my heart radiation. Heart radiation is also energy in different forms that we are experiencing now. It's the universe playing its role. That's why I really love to talk about the universe, because the universe is not something far only. It is also a seep inside our core. That's the beauty of mystery. Only in mystery, wisdom discovered. Be grateful for uncertainty, the unknown, mystery, because all the things are guides for wisdom that give room for another creation, that give room for new possibility and new expression of love, creation, possibility, potentiality, reality. Remember that we are all living in parallel universe, so as gadget we can easily tap into internet if we have that connection. That connection is something that you can build. It's the tunnel that you can channel simply by tune into divine internet, divine information of knowledge, of wisdom, of everything that you want to access. Talking about emotion, I have the episode about emotion. You can tap into that. Although each time we are dealing with emotions, but there comes period which emotion becomes such a thing. For example, whenever you feel really down, whenever you are vulnerable, or whenever the wounds in your heart trying to express itself because it no longer compromise to be insult more and more. Whenever we feel the heaviness in your heart, you will also project it outside unconsciously. Either you project it onto another people that not really relate or not plant the emotion in you, but you project it onto them because you can't handle what you bear inside. Knowing your emotions, feelings, and something that you deal inside you is so important because it affects your outer reality. Imagine if you keep do that mostly in your life, then how many doors from universe that you pass, and you even create such a snowball of another reality that you don't even like. Imagine how beautiful life becomes if you know what you're dealing with inside. You've learned how to deal with all of them, how to be the cooperative partners with all that you are dealing with inside, and even alchemize them. Have a romantic relationship with your divine partners inside. How beautiful and wonderful life is if you can make that come true. The more you close your heart, the more you hold your state of vibration of wounds, of being hurt, of stuck in the past. Imagine, just as what I've shared in my previous video about how powerful heart is, and also the effects, the long-term effects if you still live in the past and let yourself close your heart. But if you choose to keep open your heart, everything that breaks your heart is actually what leads you to die, just to rise again to a greater version of you. To embody the greater state of vibration, we need to let go what no longer serves us. That's how the energy works. We need to keep the circulation happen time to time, not because the old ones is bad, but because you know that when you tap into your greater state of consciousness, you can expand the greater version of you, and by that your energy is naturally inspire others to also do their inner work, to also ignite the sparks of hope, inner flames that already within them. Every sacrifice you made, every inner work worth for a lifetime. As you process all of that, you will feel a profound release. Feels like in order to make yourself easier to climbing, you just simply let go your baggage, your backpack that full of things that you no longer need in order to climb into a greater state of your own mountain. If you're a woman, or maybe you are a man with a long hair, a medium hair, and you just suddenly cut off your hair and you realize how lighter your head after you let go your hair. I've never realized how heavy hair is. I finally realized that although seems like it is just a piece of hair, seems like it's a tiny part of us that is vulnerable, but it is powerful. Always focus on that feelings. Awareness is another divine tool, powerful tool is you. Imagine how powerful you are. That is how powerful awareness is, because you are awareness. Awareness is you. The moment you aware of your emotion, anytime you face challenge, difficulties, problems, or whatever it is, always remember that you are awareness that is greater than problems, that is greater than matter, that is greater than limitations. Just simply realize that there is no limitation, there is no separation. You are united, you can make the connection, you can make the highest good for all of us. The power of your love, the power of your light is so much powerful, and we just usually call it too good to be true. But when you live in it, embody it, then you give it power to make it happen through your expression, through your life, through your reality. So awareness becomes alive because you, and vice versa. So we are all cooperating and one at the same time. How beautiful is that? The moment you're aware of your emotion, especially you really pay attention to what exactly that I'm dealing with now, what exactly this emotion is trying to communicate with you right now, and really look into it, really give it time to answer to you. Sometimes the answer, it can be in the present moment, it can be through your inner ear, through your heart, through your thoughts, through your visualization, or it can also be something that you need to grasp through experience. The point is always pay attention. As you're aware of your emotion, then you communicate with it, discover why it appears to the surface, and ask to the emotion, what's the purpose, what it really wants. You are free to give it label, you're free to give it name, but remember that label, that name is just a vehicle that give you clarity towards it, And then after you realize about it, you give it love, and after it feels fulfilled, it will liberate and go by itself. Because emotion is like waves of sea. It comes and go, just moving through you, moving past you. It's like water, so it comes and go. It flows from outside, come to the inside, and then from the inside come to the outside. So witness it, listen to it, feel it. At the same time, be non-attachment and recognize that you are greater. You are the awareness, that pure witness it. You can communicate with it, but the point of communication is not to try to fix that, because your emotion is not something that is error. It's even the opposite. Your emotion is divine guide that help you recognize something that is going on within you, and you call it feelings. So feelings is your awareness about your emotion, is what you call feeling, because you can feel that. And most of the time we confuse between what we feel and what we think. Sometimes when people say I feel free, but their feeling still based on mental comprehension, or still based on psychological thing, or still based on the old program or the external information that they've learned from the horizontal information. When it's something that you aware and you really internalize with your higher self or with awareness, the information of it usually emanates from the heart center or from your inner voice. It can be through feelings, sensation, senses, thoughts, emotions, usually something that beyond mind comprehension, and you might don't realize it because only the vertical information that can really witness what is happening with your physical comprehension, because awareness or higher self comes from the higher dimensions. It's you in higher dimension. So always conform to your higher self about anything, like literally everything. And I've heard some of people ask, I've been meditating for a period but I didn't get the answer. That's because the answer doesn't come in a way that you expect from your physical comprehension or mental comprehension. Few days ago, I felt like something different within me and I didn't know what, and then I tried to give it time, I gave it space, I gave it time to internalize to my higher self and communicate with myself what is going on with me and what is it that I feel right now, because I feel like this is something new that I've never experienced before. And then higher self told me that I have something within me that need to be healed. Not because it's bad, but because there is unfolding as teachers. Triggers are teachers. It helps us see something that we need to work on behind the triggers. I finally realized that I have another shadows. Although I've been work for many shadow works before, but turned out that day I recognized another shadow within me, and I'm so grateful for that. Because of the triggers, I tune inward, look inside, communicate with my higher self, and let the answer came to me when I'm ready. The answer from higher self usually beyond our expectation. It takes experiences, inner work, shadow work, and another possibilities. So make sure that you keep listening to your higher self. Once you're ready, the question disappears. You will become the answer, because you are your inner guru. You are the answer that you are seeking for. The truth is, your soul already know what you have to do, what you need to do. We just need to tap into the state of energy, the state of vibration, state of consciousness at the present moment, right where you are. I would so gladly to help you release the inner blockages and resistance that fails your inner light, your radiant love that you are, through private sharing session with Cindyaco. You can consult all your inner blockages, resistance, everything that no longer serves you. Consultation is mirror, is a vehicle that assists you to unleash your inner light, your radiant love, inner divinity that is already within you. It's totally private, as the name, private sharing with Cindyaco, and it's global. You can book your own time. It's totally efficient and save lots of time, energy to help you be more aligned and in tune with your core, to meet the real you. The question is, are you ready to meet you? If you are ready and you are ready to shine brighter, live more peacefully, you appreciate peace of mind, you feel home for inner freedom, bliss, wholeness, oneness, and abundance as you were, time to take the quantum leap. The universe or the divine or God helps the one who help themselves, because we are the portal of divine flow, divine energy. So as we do the inner work, we let the divine energy flow through us. That's what we call abundance, wholeness, the power of oneness, pure Tao, transcendence, and so many things. You can call it whatever you want it, or enlightenment, or whatever it is. The point is, we back to our core as the infinite being, abundance, because we move in physical dimension, but at the same time, we no longer use the energy based on physical program from the horizontal information, but we use the energy from the vertical energy, from the divine energy directly. And it's so beautiful if you can unlock it yourself. This is something that I've been experienced for years in my life, to helping people by sharing with me, and I still remember their testimonial. All of them are so meaningful for me. All of them touch my soul, my heart, my mind at the same time. It means a lot to me because they can also be the hope of others. Together we all can become the flows of the universe. And that is my prayer since very long time ago, to be the answer of others' prayer, to live my life for serve others in my authentic way with my inner light, to live in radiant love as I am, and to multipulse divine energy through me. When you remember what you really are, the finite become infinite. Although you are in physical dimension, but your energy that flows, that moves, that circulates through you is the energy of the divine. And it starts with your self-healing, with releasing, letting go, peel off all that no longer serves you. The more you release, the more you unleash. And that's how you shine brighter as you are, as your core, as the universe. The feeling is not just, oh, this is sad, this is happy, but they are there as divine guide. Make yourself ready before life makes you ready, because you are greater than time and space. You are the awareness, the infinite being. Remember. Listen to your heart, because your heart knows that its capacity is greater than any traumas that you have, any wounds, any experiences that makes you hold yourself from shine its light. And if you have question about your feeling, what you are dealing with, or you want to share your experience also about feelings and emotions, you can share in the comment below. I really appreciate each story, each experiences that you are dealing with, that you are going through, that you share to the universe, because the universe listens to you. The more you open, you let yourself be vulnerable, that's the moment you let the universe take charge of it for something that is beyond your capacity, because each of us are the bridge, the vehicle of the universe to help each other and walk each other home. If you allow me, I would gladly to walk you home. Thank you for being you. I love you, universe. From my universe to yours, let's project more love, peace, joy, bliss, not because you have to or supposed to, but because it's your natural vibration. It's your core, it's your pure vibration. The more you radiate your inner light, the more it will guide you to get hurt or to meet another pain, to meet another difficulties that will drive you to self-healing, inner work, shadow work, and lots of work towards meet your core, your true self, your natural state. Take your time, breathe, and know that your order is already yours. You're safe now, you are loved, you're everything you need, you're already there. That's all from me today. See you again on my next episodes with me, Cindyaco. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for all the inner work that you do to yourself. May all the peace, joy, love, bliss, freedom be with all beings.